Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is kiodiekin. So if you guys recall, 2 years ago, I did a massive walkthrough from a arcade collector who had a really phenomenal collection within his house. Turns out it was the home of hyperspin creator Bad Boy Bill. One of my buddies introduced me, had me do the walkthrough, thought he had a lot of good stuff in there, including these virtual pinballs. So sometime after that, he needed to have some work done, and I introduced him to Kong's R Us, who has the finished working product on display for us today. So I thought I would show you guys some before and after video footage, show you guys how it looked while it was at Bad Boy Bill's house. And then, of course, we're going to show you the finished product at Kong's R Us house. So these were some pretty phenomenal items. I mean, as far as the pinball cabinet goes, it had pretty much all the solenoids, but it needed some additional work that needed to be done. And my buddy was looking for somebody who was capable of doing it. So I hooked him up with Kong, and he was able to do a great job on the finished unit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys remember, this video, the original video of walkthrough, was back in 2021. A lot of the stuff is still for sale, as some of you are looking for more keys. Keep you updated about that, because I know a lot of people were interested in those. But if you guys have never met Bad Boy Bill, that was his house. Pretty cool guy. I talked to him some time ago. May have him on the channel, maybe do a live stream, maybe chat it up for a little bit. But just all, overall, just wanted to show you guys the finished product, because I know it's been a while and some of you were interested in that virtual pinball machine. So let's check it out and take a look.
Chimes.
Okay.
And then the computer, that's enough to handle it. And then we did that's for the sound, and did the 10-inch flipper fidelity. It has a shaker motor right there, and then it has the windshield wiper for the motor sounds.
Oh, okay.
Over there.
Sweet.
All new coin doors, custom laser cut. So like the newer stern pins has that center fire button.
Right.
So I did those, and those are custom lasered from a machine shop, so you can't just like get those. All Mike Chestnut chrome, two custom 2-hole. We had them drilled, so for two buttons.
Okay.
Three buttons? No, 2.
Oh, they're talking about the...
Yeah.
And what's the approximate weight on each one of these?
Oh shit, dude, I have no idea, man.
I mean, like,
you don't move by yourself, you move them with a pinball mover.
Right. Probably 150, 200?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the back pieces with the strobes and LEDs all.
Have you had a chance to meet Bill yet?
I have not now.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, the guy, forget his name.
Red?
What's that?
Red?
No, it's Lewis? I think it's
Yeah,
Lewis.
Red. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he goes by Red?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't even know. But yeah, he said he didn't have the means to come by and pick it up. So he's like, "Can you deliver it?" I was like, "No, I'll just wait for you to come pick it up."
Yeah. Why don't you have a well, I guess he probably does want to pay for the shipping.
Yeah.
That's nice, man. So what needed work on this?
Pretty much everything.
That's
like
bad.
yeah, so this is a version of not Hyperpin. This is a pin popper that's set up by my buddy Vpin.
Right.
Yeah, so I have visual pinball in here, place under the tables, like GoldenEye, no works.
See, I knew you were the man for the job.
But all the toys on the inside needed to be wired. Like everything was wired like almost like 80%.
Right.
But then since this was built like state of the art back in 2015, it was still running the Windows 7 PC.
Oh, I see.
And then the actual main brain of the the encoder and everything was plugged into was something called a Zebs board, but it was an older version.
Right.
And it runs like very similar to like an LED whiz, and I just couldn't get all the toys and things working with it.
Did you have to add, I don't remember those LED coin buttons being there.
No, yeah, I wired up all the LEDs, so everything's lit up and registered in DOF. I got all those things. I had to cut out the old waste because I couldn't reuse them. So I actually cut this whole thing out and sliced it in.
Those are nice. It's
Let's
nice.
see.
What resolution is the TV on
There
here?
it is. I think it's 1080p. It's just 1080p. All right. Where's my coin at? Oh, there it goes. There's that ball coming up. I think this one goes up. It's launched.
I thought you just launched it. There it is.
So you can hear the solenoid firing.
If you guys don't remember, I was at Bad Boy Bill's house a couple years ago, that big arcade collection and stuff. So this is the one that Red had to fix up. It's based on Hyperspin. So Kong got it all up and running a couple years later.
Yeah, you can see all the lights and everything with offlink, so when everything lights up. It's pretty nice with all the flashers and things. The Vpins set up to that. There's a shaker motor, there's a gear motor in here that's going off.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have the volume turned down, but you know, I can turn up the volume just a little bit.
Is there a way to put a darker cover on there so they're not as bright, like a smoke screen cover?
Possibly. Yeah, I mean it is pretty bright when you're playing. But most of the time you're looking down. You're not like, see, it's like kind of out of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have your different games of VPX. So it's pretty fun. You got all the RGB buttons lit up on the side too.
Right.
So everything's pretty much lit up. So, but what I had to do here, I'll show you the inside of it. So this is where it gets crazy, right? Maybe I'll exit out of this first. All right, so let's exit out of this.
So how many hours did it take to put this together?
This took me off and on for, I mean, I started working on it like really hardcore in February this year, but I was working on it like almost nightly, several hours. So I'd say that at least, you know, 30, 50 hours of work put into this. But this is amazing, just the way that he has this playfield set up. This is built off of a real start pin machine. So it lifts up. I have all the toys kind of hooked into here. And all the solenoids and things are wired into the bottom of the playfield, just like a real pinball machine. And so I had to remove everything. It was tough for me to remove everything because everything was wired so cleanly, but I just couldn't get it working with everything. So this is a brand new mother brain board, which is from Cleveland Software Design. Right. And everything's plugged into here, which is a KL25Z is the new kind of standard board that's used for virtual pinball by your solenoids. And these are car solenoids, but he uses these like capacitors that make the voltage like doesn't burn out, doesn't overheat. But everything was wired up.
Was that already in there? You had to piece together that yourself?
I took out everything and I put it all back together. So yeah, I mean, but this was a kit, like, so that the software design, but I had to install it, get everything working with off links. The only thing I had to remove was the chimes I couldn't get working. But he has a shaker motor over here, a gear motor over here. And surprisingly, I didn't discover this until almost like a year into owning this. I took out this monitor behind here. Right. And in behind this thing, there's a knocker, 3 score reels, and 2 bell chimes. So in terms of virtual pinball toys, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inputs back here. And then each of these are RGB. So each RGB is its own input. So that's like 18 or like 15 RGB inputs here. Oh, I got up the screen to death.
So what would you say right now is the value of this?
Parts alone and everything, like, you know, I think it's at least $5,000 worth of parts and like PC and everything. Right. Yeah, just, you know, I think Red was telling me like this lockdown bar alone was like almost $1,000, just like how this was custom made and finished in chrome. Like this is a high quality lockdown bar that you can't just buy, you have to get it custom made. So I mean, that's just the quality of the work is good. Then you put in my time and everything else like that, you know, there's value to that. So